Frank and Joe are in Memphis, Tennessee on a spy mission for the network. They think it will be boring, so they invited Nancy and Bess to come along to liven things up. Plus, it will be useful to have Nancy there, just in case something unexpected happens. Yeah, just in case.
Argo Funk Book Review, Argo Funk Book Review.
The Hardys are giving a briefcase of money to a man named Hank Pritchett in exchange for learning the identity of a secret agent named the Swallow. An enemy spy named Klaus is determined to stop them and starts things off by trying to drop a tray of food on Frank's head. Bess meets a cute guy named Bo Davis who... Okay, this is gonna sound weird, but his job is to take ducks in an elevator twice a day so they can play in the downstairs fountain. Bo gets extremely flirty with Bess, and she has trouble not flirting back. She likes Bo, but she feels that spending time with him is betraying her boyfriend, Craig Hershing. Bess has a boyfriend? Since when? I've never heard of this Craig guy before. Bess alternates between flirting with Bo and avoiding Bo. He gets confused by these mixed signals. In the end, Nancy tells Bess to have fun with Bo. Yeah, Nancy basically tells Bess to cheat on her boyfriend. Never take relationship advice from Nancy Drew. When Bess asks if she would do that to her boyfriend Ned, Nancy laughs it off. Jo has romance with a girl named Jennifer. When she hears where he's staying, she smiles and offers to show him around town. But then she asks too many questions about his detective work and starts to avoid him. In the end, it's revealed she already has a boyfriend, but her dad doesn't like him, so she used Jo as a fake date. Poor Jo. The exchange is supposed to take place at Left Hand Louie's, a restaurant whose claim to fame is an original Elvis guitar. Bo plays the guitar for a bit, and the crowd loves it, except for Southern gentleman Jefferson Elliott. Jefferson wears an all-white suit with a hat and a cane, and he's constantly promoting his own restaurant, which I'm guessing sells fried chicken. He says Louie's all washed up and everyone should eat his food instead. There are gunshots. Our heroes rush outside and catch the tail end of a car chase with Pritchett and Klaus's two goons. Our heroes decide this means the exchange is off, so they spend the rest of the night partying. You irresponsible teenagers! While they're gone, someone steals the suitcase of money from their hotel room. Oops. They go to Pritchett's house. On the way, a helpful cab driver talks about all the things that will be important in the book, like the Great American Pyramid, cars that work on water, and Mud Island. Mud Island has a replica of the whole Mississippi River, from Minneapolis to the Gulf of Mexico. In Pritchett's house, they find a note that says there's a meeting at midnight in 2 days at the Gulf of Mexico. Didn't I hear something about the Gulf of Mexico 4 pages ago? There are photographs of Pritchett and his poker buddies. One of the poker buddies is the Swallow's contact, but we don't know which one because the last photograph is missing. This part frustrated me. They know a photo is missing because there are 36 negatives and 35 photographs. Why don't they develop the negatives to get the last photograph? That would be simple! Our heroes investigate the poker buddies, but they don't get any solid answers to their indirect questions. In retrospect, they shouldn't have been so secretive. They could have said a cool and mysterious spy phrase like, "I'm looking for the swallow that flies at midnight," instead of asking, do you know the poker guy? Is he gonna be hanging around Thursday, maybe? Yeah, that's not very good at solving the mystery. Jack Arvis seems guilty when he refuses to talk to them, but Jack is later cleared when he's kidnapped by Klaus. Captain Billy Cooper does nightly cruises on the river. The detectives decide he's innocent because he's working Thursday night, and clearly he would not lie to strangers about secret spy plans. The last suspect is Louie. Louie flies into a rage and accuses Bo of stealing the Elvis guitar. Louie also yells at Jefferson for copying his restaurant ideas. Jefferson's bartenders attack Louie, and the Hardys jump into the fist fight because they think fistfights are fun. Typical Hardy boys. Twice, Nancy notices a redhead woman. She introduces herself as Tracy Brandt. Tracy claims she owns a local audio store, but she messes up the name of an Elvis song. Later, it's confirmed her audio store doesn't exist. Pritchett calls, but the culprits attack just when he's about to say where he left the information. Pritchett later turns up dead in the duck tank. That's quackers. While driving around, our heroes see one of the culprits. There's a big car chase. As the cover shows, our heroes crash into the river while the culprits get away in an amphibious car. Joe is mad when the police and the car rental agency give him identical lectures on the importance of safe driving. Later on, the culprits shoot out Joe's tires, and there's a hilarious scene where the car rental agent is terrified to see the Hardys come back for a third car. Someone tries to destroy Louie's restaurant with a dumpster fire. Frank finds the tip of Jefferson's cane nearby. He realizes Jefferson stole the Elvis guitar, and Pritchett hid the information inside the guitar. Because hiding top-secret spy information in a highly visible, well-known item is a good idea. Our heroes realize their room is bugged by the culprits. They could take advantage of that to feed false information to the culprits, but they don't. Bess and Bo leave for a date when Tracy reveals herself as the culprit. She kidnaps Bess and leaves a threatening note about the swallow. Thanks to female pronouns in the note, Nancy realizes the swallow must be Captain Cooper's girlfriend, because there are no other adult females in this book. Joe also learns Cooper is the contact when he breaks into Jefferson's restaurant and finds the guitar in the storeroom. Jefferson mistakes Joe for a thief, which he kind of is. Jefferson tries to murder Joe with a shotgun. Joe escapes on the Great Pyramid elevator, but Jefferson follows, so Joe climbs through the elevator roof and slides down the pyramid, which sounds like so much fun, it's hard to see it as a death-defying escape. As Joe leaves, he sees the culprits take the guitar. Now the culprits also know that Cooper is the spy contact. Joe realizes it was a dumb move on his part to put the incriminating photo back into the guitar instead of stuffing it in his pocket. They follow Cooper on his nightly cruise and realize he's going to Mud Island. Our heroes split up here. Joe and Bo go to save Bess, who's tied to the blade of a paddle wheel. Frank and Nancy take the aerial tram to the island. The culprits stop the tram partway through. Frank and Nancy climb across the wire hand over hand, and they hide behind a conveniently placed wall. They attack the culprits just as the swallow appears. The bad guys are stopped. The swallow checks in with the American spy agency, and they even recover the stolen suitcase of money. Sadly, I don't think our heroes get to spend any of it. The end. Post-book follow-up? I thought it was a bold move for the book to reveal the culprit 75% of the way through. Definitely not the standard reveal the culprit at the very end technique. To be honest, Tracy did not impress as the main villain, since she had one conversation prior to her big reveal. We saw way more of her two goons throughout the entire book. Bess was kind of useless in this book. Sorry, Bess fans. I don't care about her drama surrounding a boyfriend who doesn't appear in this book and never gets mentioned in any other book. Continuity. While Bess and Joe flirt briefly, Nancy and Frank don't flirt at all. Quite the opposite. They get sad that their significant others aren't around. Definitely a change from the usual Frank and Nancy want to make out drama. Overall, I thought this was an okay book. It has a lot of action scenes and it's fast-paced. The investigation is a little aimless, but the spy angle kept me interested, and the characters weren't bad. I give Nancy Drew Hardy Boys Supermystery number 9, Best of Enemies, a 7 out of 10.